Okay, so a rumour came out a few days ago that not only were Media Molecule working on a new version of Dreams for both PC and PS5, but apparently this new version of the game was complete and ready to go before PlayStation decided to cancel the whole thing. The rumour states the new version of Dreams would have been an enhanced port, adding ray tracing as well as keyboard and mouse support for both PC and PS5 creators. Firstly, I want to say I really hope this rumour isn't true. It was in April 2023 when Media Molecule first announced that support for Dreams was coming to a close in a devastating blow to the community. The news wasn't exactly a surprise. Despite supporting the game for years, Media Molecule had been radio silent on their future plans for some time. The idea that the future of Dreams everyone had hoped for was just around the corner, inches away from reach, and aborted by PlayStation at the last minute is simply maddening. So you're probably wondering, where has this rumour come from and just how credible is it? Well, it was originally posted on the Gaming Leaks and Rumours subreddit as a clip from a Twitch stream hosted by Lance McDonald. Interestingly, the clip has since been removed. Lance is a data miner well known in the Dark Souls community who apparently has a relatively good track record when it comes to this sort of thing. In the Twitch stream, Lance claims he knows a guy who was involved in testing the enhanced version of Dreams, and that when the news was reported that Media Molecule was going to be hit with layoffs, the same person contacted him and confirmed that although everything was already finished, PlayStation has cancelled everything. You always have to take these sorts of things with a pinch of salt. This one isn't a million miles away from my uncle works at Nintendo. But there are a few extra details that maybe give this one some oomph. First up, in the comments on the original post on Reddit is an interesting one from a guy who says he met with Media Molecule at various training events. At one of these events, he asked Media Molecule how Dreams could be more accessible for students without a PS4, who then let slip they were working on a PC version of the game, which then caused a bit of a panic and they were all reminded about their NDAs. Last but certainly not least, in the wake of all this, one eagle-eyed viewer has spotted Dreams on the work desk of a developer at Nix's Studio, a PlayStation studio that focuses on producing PC ports. This was a behind-the-scenes video that was posted only 7 months ago, before Dreams had even officially had its final update. So let's just say for a minute all this is true, and somewhere in a dusty cupboard there's a supercharged PC and PS5 version of Dreams hiding away on a hard drive. You might be wondering why on earth PlayStation would do such a thing. If it's finished, why not just release it? Well, the last year has seen some big changes go down at PlayStation. In 2022, PlayStation decided to go all in with live service games and boldly announced they plan to launch 12 new ones by 2026.
Is bold the right word?
Since then, PlayStation boss Jim Ryan decided to retire, and in their last earnings call, PlayStation revealed 6 of them had been delayed. A few weeks later, Naughty Dog's live service Last of Us game was cancelled, much like Dreams. In the earnings call, PlayStation suggested their live service plans remain unchanged, but to me it feels like they're cautiously getting walked back, and the new version of Dreams may well have been caught in the crossfire. Some of you might be thinking, if PlayStation really is sitting on what is essentially Dreams 2 Electric Boogaloo, is there any chance they might change their mind? Is there anything we can do? I don't want to crush anyone's dreams.
See what I did then?
But it really feels like that ship has well and truly sailed. In the aftermath of Dreams' death, Media Molecule founders have left the studio. The live service team was hit really bad in the studio layoffs, and of course we know pre-production has begun on their next game. Dreams struggled to find an audience for a very long time. Gamers formed a negative opinion on what Dreams was capable of based on its earliest creations. The Dreams community put its head down and worked tirelessly for years, creating a mad and truly amazing library of awesome indie games, but the players just never came back. When PlayStation finally made the decision to release the game for free on PlayStation Plus a single month before it ended support for good, it was too little, too late. Dreams had a massive surge of new activity, but years of PlayStation letting this IP stagnate had done its damage. Players, likely knowing the game was coming to a close, did not stick around. The games press barely covered it. It just seemed like most people were done talking about Dreams. Today, most of Dreams' top creators have moved on to other projects, or just stopped creating altogether. The output of those mad, amazing games has finally started to slow, and the interest in the IP is at an all-time low. Sadly, not the best staging ground for a grand return. Playing Dreams these days has a strong feeling of melancholy for me. You're still able to play and create in Dreams, but every time I do, in a small way I mourn the community we had, the sense of endless optimism and creative spark that was lost, and the nagging, frustrating reminder of what could have been. I really doubt we'll ever see Media Molecule or PlayStation ever comment on this rumour. It was one thing for the Dreams community to accept that Dreams just didn't work, that maybe mismanagement or market trends just meant Dreams wasn't meant to be. It's an entirely different thing to accept that maybe, just maybe, Media Molecule had worked for years, carefully setting up Dream's second chance, only for PlayStation to come and knock it down at the last minute. What do you think? Did PlayStation make the right decision calling it quits on Dreams when they did? Or did Dreams deserve a second chance, resurrected on the PS5 and unshackled on PC? Let us know in the comments, and please feel free to vent. If you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe to Ugly Sofa Gaming for more top video game discussion. We're on Patreon, we have t-shirts, and yes, we're talking about more than just Dreams these days, like these very interesting videos on screen now, where we discuss a potential God of War remake, and how The Last of Us Part 2's game mechanics managed to topple a master.